Sugar is toxic. Some may say that there's no such thing as too much of a good thing, but when it comes to sugar, that's not the case. Hi, my name's Charla, and today I want to show you how sugar acts as a toxin in your body. I'm going to discuss how sugar destroys your gut biome, contributes to inflammatory bowel disease, and it also impacts neurological disorders. So first, let's discuss how sugar destroys your gut biome. Your gut biome is made up of good and bad bacteria. You need good bacteria in order for your guts to function properly. In an article written by the gastroenterologist Dr. Vivek and Raja, he states that a diet high in processed food and sugar can eliminate the beneficial bacteria in the human gut. The resulting imbalance can cause increased cravings for sugar, which further damage the gut. So we all like sugar. It's a quick energy source. The problem with the refined sugar that we consume is that it has no nutritional value, it has no fiber, and is easily absorbed in the body. That quick excess amount of sugar destroys the good bacteria in your gut. And then without a healthy gut biome, you're more prone to IBD, irritable bowel disease. And every time you turn on the TV, you see commercials about IBD, symptoms including diarrhea, fatigue, rectal bleeding, abdominal cramps. Not something we want. That huge surge of sugar kills out the beneficial bacteria, and then the bad bacteria flourishes, begins to damage your guts, and you have the onset of disease. Rita Sadakari, a university researcher who specializes in human microbiome research, states in an article published in the medical journal Nutrient, high dietary sugar was found to drive changes in microbiota composition, specifically decreasing bacterial diversity and the abundance of Bacteroides, good bacteria, and increasing the abundance of proteobacteria, which is bad bacteria. Concurrently, gut epithelium showed inflammatory changes and impaired integrity. The observed microbial changes share common features with metabolic disorders, inflammatory bowel diseases, IBD, and other human disorders. When your gut biome gets out of balance, the bad bacteria take over, and then you begin to see inflammation, and your guts become weakened. In the article Sugar Rush, written by Ali Pattis, a health and science reporter, she states that a study published in the journal Science Translational Medicine has found that a high sugar diet alters the composition of gut microbiota, favoring the growth of several bacteria that degrade the mucus layer of the intestine. The mucus layer protects the intestinal mucosal tissue from pathogens. Thus, intestine with reduced mucus layer gets easily exposed to commensal or pathogen, leading to the induction of inflammatory response in the gut and development of inflammatory bowel disease. Roughly put, that means that sugar feeds the bad bacteria. The bad bacteria then attacks the lining of your guts, which in turn leads to inflammation and the onset of disease. The negative effects of the destruction of gut biodiversity also impacts neurological disorders. In the article, The Role of the Gastrointestinal Mucus System in Intestinal Homeostasis, written as a collaborative effort by several accredited researchers, published by the scientific journal Frontiers, they state that both dysbiosis and gut dysfunction are commonly reported in several neurological disorders such as Parkinson's and Alzheimer's disease, as well as in patients with neurodevelopmental disorders, including autism. Since some microbes use mucus as a prominent energy source, changes in mucus properties could alter and even exacerbate dysbiosis-related gut symptoms in neurological disorders. Dysbiosis is the imbalance between good and bad bacteria. And now we see that that's driven by the high intake of sugar. So in conclusion, I just want to reiterate that sugar destroys your gut biome, contributes to inflammatory bowel disease, and it impacts neurological disorders. The evidence is in. Sugar is sweet on your taste buds, but it wreaks havoc on your body and your quality of life. Consider the consequences. Limit your intake of sugar and reap the benefits of your guts functioning the way that they're supposed to. Thank you for listening.